Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're less than 5 days out from leaving to Fiji and we're freaking out.
This is nervous laughing.
Yes, this is nervous laughing and nervous smiling at its finest. We're roughly 100 hours away from leaving. We just got back from Cabo San Lucas. Very much a fun trip. Nice way to relax before our adventures. However, Kiersten fell ill towards the end of the trip, unfortunately.
So yeah, going back to the beginning though, how this all came to be is one of my really good friends, Amber Jacobs. We went to high school together. She's a year older than me, and when I left to go to school in Utah, we continued our friendship. It kind of got a little less, I guess we just kind of stopped talking to each other a little bit here and there.
You guys were doing your own
yeah,
thing.
she was in college. She went to Cal Lu and a few other schools, and I was up in Utah going to the U and trying to get all my stuff together. And when Brett and I were about to get married, she was in my wedding, and so we kind of rekindled our friendship, and we realized even though she was a year older than me, just how things worked out, that we were going to actually graduate at the exact same time, about 2 weeks apart from each other, just at different schools. And we have this long running joke how we both don't have friends and we're each other's only friend. And so she told me, we were talking on the phone, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry I can't come to your graduation, but hey, I guess we both have no friends because none of my friends are coming to mine either." And when I got off the phone, I told Brett, I said, "I'm booking a flight and I'm going to go to her graduation." So I surprised her actually and showed up at the day of her graduation. I knocked on her door and surprised her and was able to be a part of her graduation, which was really cool. And then I told Brett, and we talked about it. We were like, why don't we do a little trip celebratory of us both graduating? Finally, it took us long enough. And we were like, let's go somewhere out of the country. Let's do this. She has a boyfriend, Patrick, who also came along as well. And we're like, why not take a little trip, the four of us, just to go celebrate graduating.
Cheers to Cabo.
And cheers to you girls graduating from college. Yep. That's all.
Her and I had never traveled together before, so it was a really fun experience for both of us.
Until you fell ill.
Until I got sick, which tends to happen to me. I'm prone to getting viruses and parasites and
stomach issues.
I already have them regardless of that, so wasn't super surprised when I felt sick the last full day of our trip, but we'll get into that a little bit more. So yeah, everything went really smooth. We did a lot of just hanging out and playing games and just spending time with each other. Going to a bunch of different beaches, but it was so freaking hot. Oh my gosh.
The humidity there is killer. It's
so
hot. It's to the point where you can't even lay on the beach for more than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You have to be in the water all day long.
Yeah, it was brutal. The humidity, it was already 90 degrees with humidity at 70%. So it was pretty hot. But we got a little 2-bedroom Airbnb and just kind of had a little bit of fun out in Mexico for a few days.
It was enjoyable.
We went to, I'm not gonna say this is where I got sick, but I think this is what happened. So Thursday we went out to Cerritos, went to the super cool beach. Amber and I actually got a massage on the beach, which was so nice. And we were let's go to this place. A guy that was staying at our Airbnb recommended it. And it was funny enough, the guy who owned the cantina was from Texas. So I was like, oh, it'll be fine. He's from America, which is so stereotypical.
Now, given she's the only one that fell ill out of all four of us. The rest of us were fine.
Everyone else, Amber and I even shared the same thing, and she didn't get sick. So that's a little confusing, but I think that's what might have happened. But the place was so cool. He had a bunch of college flags and college and football stuff hanging all around, and he had a Utah flag. I was so freaking stoked about that.
Shout out. Yeah, buddy.
But Thursday we went back to the apartment and Patrick cooked dinner and I ate dinner and I was feeling fine. And then, oh no, that was on Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. And then Thursday morning,
early morning, woke up with unbelievable pains in my stomach and just having to go to the bathroom constantly. And then he woke up, this was early morning, he woke up and I was like, oh, I'm in so much pain. I think I'm sick, blah, blah, blah. So Thursday I was in bed all day, no joke. I probably slept for 24 hours basically.
Nope.
Besides waking up and going to the bathroom and feeling sick and pain in my stomach and stuff. So that was super fun. So the last full day, they actually got to go snorkeling and do a little fun stuff while my sick butt was in bed all day.
Yeah, so after we got back, it's been just under a week now that we've gotten back from Cabo, and our preparations officially start. And anxiety is definitely building. I'm struggling a bit with it right now. Just wrapping up some projects with work before we take our flight on Monday night at 11 p.m. So if anyone's at LAX on Monday night, please reach out to us and say hi and come hopefully help us cope with our anxiety with us. And we will land in Fiji Wednesday morning at 5:30 in the morning. Fiji time, which we're not going to be able to check into our Airbnb obviously just yet. So we're probably going to spend some time at the airport lounge in Nandi, just to kill some time and hopefully get some rest in, and then our adventure starts. So what else?
Just trying to recover. I'm trying to get better hopefully before we leave. If not, oh well, I'll figure it out. We've been packing a bunch of, packing's a bit of a struggle when you think we don't know when we're coming back. We don't know how long we're going for.
We don't know really what we need.
We don't know what kind of weather, where we're going, what we should pack. So we're kind of just like, we have this big bag. Let's just pack everything,
and then
I guess, but not everything somehow at the same time.
Figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, and I've been prepping like some medicines, just like normal like anti-diarrheas. I have amoxicillin, just some few like medicines and stuff like that. But hey, this is our first time doing this, so we're not really sure exactly what we're doing, but I guess we'll figure it out along the way.
Yep, and then we're in Fiji for 8 days, and then Tonga after that, and then hopefully booking here another flight pretty soon within Australia.
Now, yeah, we have LA to Fiji, Fiji to Tonga, Tonga to New Zealand, and New Zealand to Australia.
To Melbourne, Australia. And we're hopefully going to be spending a couple weeks in Australia, hopefully bouncing around, maybe going to Perth, maybe going up to Cairns where the
Great Barrier
Reef is.
Definitely.
And then most likely back down to Sydney to take our flight out. So
we'll see.
A lot of steps coming, but the anxiety definitely starts now, and pray for us.
Yeah.
We're going to need it. This is so far out of our comfort zone, and the anxiety hasn't started building up until very recently.
So if you guys have any tips about packing, any tips about, also internet is something we've been kind of worrying a little bit about, because we both work online, so we're like, oh shoot, I don't know, Tonga, like I think Fiji will be okay, but Tonga maybe not so much. Certain places, like we both have to work online, so if we don't have internet, we have our phones, which we've talked about previously in our videos, the Project Fi.
Google Fi
or
now.
Google Fi, yeah, we can use that as like a hotspot, but that's gonna probably cost us a decent amount of money if we go over our like data usage. So if anyone's got any tips or tricks to help us out with that as well, we'd love to see that down below in the comments if anyone's got any suggestions for us.
Yeah,
we're open to them.
Yep. We have no idea what we're doing, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna take you guys along for the ride. That's basically it for right now. It's time for us to go figure out our lives and get our stuff together and get ready to get out of here. This is gonna be a crazy ride. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yep, me neither.
Okay, good. At least both of us don't know what each other are doing.
We can do nothing, figure it out
we
together.
We can do nothing and do everything all at once. So thanks guys for tuning in, appreciate it, and we'll probably tune in again at LAX. Thanks guys for tuning in, appreciate it.